It's Week 8 of the NFL, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 12. It's the Cowboys and the Broncos, and it comes your way next.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Phillips Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Partner, this should be a good one here in the month of October. We got a couple of teams playing good football to get this season going.
And all offseason, Mike, coaches and teams, they talk about the importance of starting the season strong. And here in this matchup for early in the year, we have our first look at two teams that have started off strong. They're playing winning football. They're starting to really
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all three phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, it's going to be a hard team to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
A first down throw for Prescott. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. Alex Singleton, there on the tackle. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a first down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They put Pickens in motion. Dak going to throw it here on first down. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. The open man is Tolbert. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Cowboys first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Now he'll run it. Dak wisely hits the deck at the end, but he slides after picking up the first down. 18 yards on the pickup there, and a first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Williams. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put a receiver in motion right. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
A first down throw for Nix. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. On the ground, McLaughlin. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught left side by Ingram. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's very close to first down yardage. They're going to mark him shy, though, at the 48. Here's third down and a few inches. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he will have a Broncos first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Broncos. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. There's CeeDee Lamb heading back out there with the rest of his Cowboys teammates. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. That's fielded at about the 18. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
If you're gonna take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And before the snap, there is movement up front. This sequence not going as planned. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Now Nick's going to look to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted. That's the safety, Malik Hooker. Now after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after one, it's the Broncos with the early lead. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. Pass completed right side to Ferguson.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
On 3rd down, Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This from 34 yards. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. And this ball's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing is Nix. He finds his tight end, Ingram. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. This fielded inside the 35. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Prescott now. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. 2nd and 7. On the give, it's Williams. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. The linebacker Jonathan Cooper on the tackle. 3rd and 6. Dak to throw. Got a man. That's Tolbert. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
A give, and here comes Williams. He's able to get away for one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Prescott. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. The drive begins with a run by Williams. Now a loose football. And this is taken in by the defense.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit. And that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Dobbins. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
That is caught. What a throw. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. And And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Here's Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. But when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
Second down and 3. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Dak to throw. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
You can sense this defense. They're really starting to come alive. Last time out, they forced the turnover. Now they got their first sack of the day. These big plays start to steamroll, and you can just feel their confidence continue to build.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second.
A 51-yard attempt.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to get it back within a score.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Throwing, Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
To return, it is Turpin. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Prescott. They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. They'll talk things over before 3rd down. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Finding room at midfield. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a 1st down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
Pistol now for Prescott. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. On 2nd down, it's Dak. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 22-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. Prescott on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Prescott. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 5.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. Open man downfield. It's Franklin. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ladd McConkey, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Joe Burrow leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Mario Douglas, a touchdown catch in the victory. The Broncos got a strong first half from their signal caller, Bo Nix. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. The third quarter begins with a run. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's complete, taken in by Franklin. 11 yards for number 11, and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun on third down. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
At the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. This one complete to Bryant. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Here's Dobbins. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
4 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing is Nix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. Looks like somebody moved early up front. Now it is 1st and goal. On the bootleg, it's Nix. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete. Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Here's Nix to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To throw is Nix. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage.
And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Denver first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. They'll look to throw again. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys 48.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That one good for 29.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Mims sent in motion here. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a toss, right side. He is in. Touchdown, Broncos. That is a first National Football League touchdown for this rookie back. That is a moment, Greg, that he will cherish forever.
You got to hope he finds that ball. I can promise you every player who has ever scored an NFL touchdown, they have that first one somewhere. I know where mine is. It sits right on top of my shelf. It's a special moment, and they're hoping it's the first of many for this young back.
The kick by Lutz is good. The Broncos will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
To kick off for the Broncos.
He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cowboys offense and CD Lamb set to take over once more. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll go with Williams. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Sanders. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Sanders. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the carry, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Whoa! And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll bring this inside the 15. And that's good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cowboys.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to tuck it and go. And he will score. Game on. Dak Prescott. Touchdown, Dallas. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Broncos 31, Cowboys.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. This will be taken in at the 2. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Changing direction there as he's able to pick up 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing. Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now a handoff running right. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
On the return, here's Turpin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to take over possession of the football. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. To return, it's Mims. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Set to go now on 1st and 10. A run with Dobbins. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now a toss play, running left. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. 3rd and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he will work this down to the 43-yard line, and that is enough for a 1st down. Now it's Dobbins. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
The 34-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
And this one online, and it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, Prescott. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll drop to throw. That's taken in.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a give on the ground, and he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Dobbins. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 3rd and long. Mims sent in motion here. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. His kick is good. He got it. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here we go. One final play. He'll let this go deep for Tolbert. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And it is their third consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.